Respect, great food, great customer service, love of people, love of San Francisco, and just an overall great experience.
All right, how are we doing today? Hey, can I have a pork senior Sisig burrito?
Pork senor, do you want that mild, medium, or spicy?
Hella spicy.
Hella spicy, definitely.
There you go, Victoria. Thank you. Next you have pork Cali, medium.
At the Sisig truck, there's a long, long line now, right? And so people invest time into coming to our business, and we respect that and we cherish that. And so like once you get to the front window, we really want to give you that attention that you deserve so that, you know, you can feel like you're part of our family.
In my culture, food is like, you know, everything. That's how you respect others, and that's what you have on the table. When people come over, they always greet you with food. Growing up, my dad was the cook in the family, so I kind of looked up to him. We always had a different take on Filipino dishes.
I was born in San Francisco, raised in San Francisco. You could just be walking down the street and be in one neighborhood or community and you're being exposed to another culture that's not yours. There's always been different types of food here in San Francisco that you can get anything you really want from any culture, right? But not until I got a little bit older and I started to travel on my own and go see different places that I see how much street food presence there was around the world in other cities. So I think when we broke out into the scene in around 2010, it was time.
Yo, I'm gonna check this out real quick.
Oh, they got all sorts of fries, man.
I think I might try the crab fries.
Crab fries, though.
I'm gonna eat some of this real quick.
Ooh, that looks good, man. You remember when we started? I was at cashier, you were on the grill.
Yeah.
I remember like the feeling of just the first order, like coming in and you're like, wow, and then and you're like, oh, well, at least we got one order. And then it was like, oh, here's another person.
I think that's when it set, like when I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I made the right decision.
Yeah. You know, the idea that we had when we started, of course, you're just like, this is a great idea, it's gonna work, but you really don't know until you start to see it happen.
We were really just trying to do something different at that point, and we wanted to bring this Filipino recipe that Gil had and fuse it with Mexican food, which we grew up on.
Right off the bat, when he mentioned something Asian and Filipino, right then and there I said Sisig tacos. So this recipe came from my dad. My dad's from Pampanga, which is in the Philippines. That's where Sisig was originated.
Traditionally, it was made out of pig's head. They would use the other body parts for other dishes in the Philippines, and out of resourcefulness, they made Sisig.
The way we make it, we use a pork shoulder for a more meatier dish. We marinate that pork shoulder for 48 hours, grill it on a charboiler, hand chop it, and it's mixed in another marinade. I knew it was unique. I knew right then and there it would be a good concept for us to use.
And it made sense. It made more sense. It felt more real to what we were. And, you know, we weren't going to try to do something that we weren't.
What's up, man? Got me. How are you?
Up, man?
Good to see you.
Go, wait, you go high. You high, go low. Every time.
You know, I really genuinely feel like top 5 burritos in San Francisco Bay Area.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got the traditional stuff, but it's really special. When you put this on the menu, It like changed everything. The impact that it had for all the food trucks in the community, it really felt like we were involved in something different. People had this idea of what food trucks were, and we were changing this idea that people had held for a long time into something different. And that's a lot of what it is today. You know?
It's crazy. Did you ever think it would be what it is right now?
I always talk about like the feeling of being involved in a wave. And like at that time when we first started, you know, that first week 500 people came out, the second week 1,000 people came out. And it just had this energy behind it. And I think you guys have captured it and bottled it and channeled it in a way like nobody else has.
What we bring besides the food is the culture of Senior Sisig. It's an overall experience when you come to the truck.
We really want you to feel like you're part of our family, and that's very cultural from both cuisines that we've melded together. It's really fun to watch how the business grows in different directions out of the other people that are now working with us as well. And like they're part of our team and our family, and they are Senior Sisig as much as we are now.
I think you are running, if not the largest, one of the largest food truck businesses in the country, and nobody is running their business like you guys. And I mean, it just speaks to the business acumen as well as the quality of the food.
Filipino food hasn't met the mark yet here, not only in San Francisco, but nationwide. I feel like this is the best way for us to kind of get it out there.
One of the goals is for us to be able to create a movement and bring it to the masses.
So there you have it. Two dope boys from San Francisco with a love for good food, good people, and good times. This food truck leads a movement by fusing Filipino and Mexican cuisine and culture. So spread what you've learned here today and keep an eye out for those trucks, because the story of Senior Sisig is just beginning.